All right, now look, while everybody's out here chasing the usual Dallas suburbs like it's 2018, McKinney just pulled up in a custom suit, a fresh fade, and had that I am him type of moment. Look guys, this place, it's got the historic charm, the luxury glow up, and the foodie joints. The new airport terminal is coming as well, and oh yeah, some of the most slept on real estate plays around the Metroplex. And here's the really wild part, right? Most people still think it's just a cute little town up north, guys. Nah, McKinney's out here reinventing itself like it's a comeback album on its way to the top of the charts. Not to mention over here, there's a whole neighborhood that looks like you just teleported straight into a seaside village in Croatia. And yeah, I'm not even kidding, guys. Trust me, guys, when I say you've never seen anything like this unless you're on vacation over in Mykonos. So if you're relocating, upgrading, downsizing, or just straight up want a better lifestyle, you may want to sit back and dig in for this one. So yeah, when I say McKinney is the new it place to live, guys, I'm not tossing that around like some buzzword, guys. I'm talking about a suburb that's walking red carpets while others are still standing in line and having a staring contest with the bouncer. This isn't just another nice area of North Dallas, right? McKinney's got that rare mix of charm, energy, and the momentum, right? Like, it still gives small town warmth, but now with all the luxury rooftops, resort perks, and the Whole Foods pulling up to the party as well. Look, guys, it's not just what's already cured, guys. It's what's coming as well, right? This is where the families are planting roots, professionals are cashing in on the lifestyle upgrades, and developers are pouring millions into what's next out here. So if you've been on the fence about where you want to land in DFW, let's walk through why McKinney might just be the next move, and it all starts with the vibe around here. I guess, why did you choose McKinney? Was it the vibe, the location, the job, or the schools? What was it in particular that kind of made you choose this area?
Honestly, we relocated to Dallas area from Memphis, Tennessee about 8 years ago. Okay. And actually being here, we've actually stayed in Plano.
Okay.
We've actually stayed in Allen, which was our, previous place before moving to McKinney.
Gotcha.
And McKinney, man, offers to us just a lot, man. It's the location, the accessibility to the freeways. You got 75, you got 121, particularly where we are staying, for sure. And McKinney just got a nice vibe, man. It's a little bit more laid back. It's a lot of up and coming. There's a lot of new things going on versus some of the previous on Allen. It's a lot of older town.
For me, being in McKinney reminds me a little bit of where I'm originally from. The downtown McKinney area reminds me a lot of downtown Portsmouth.
Okay.
It's got that old, beautiful, historic area. Yeah, I absolutely love. And the square, there's always events going on. There's so much community here.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was the affordability of apartments out here. The apartments, especially for the area, they're very affordable, and there's so many amenities around here.
So many amenities. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of amenities are we talking about?
I'm talking about restaurants. There's tons of gyms, tons of churches, really good people. It's a great vibe out here.
Okay.
And the affordability was just a plus.
Okay. All right, so let me drop you into a regular day in McKinney real quick, guys. You grab a cup of coffee over at Filter, the spot on the square that somehow remembers your exact order even when you forget. You walk out and the street smells like fresh pastries and smoked brisket because apparently Emporium Pies and Hutchin Barbecue are having a turf war for your nose. You cruise down Louisiana Street, duck into a local shop, and glance at a couple who look like they just left a home magazine shoot, then end up watching the band at the Celt doing a blues solo right before lunch. And the wild part is, guys, it all makes sense together when you're up here, right? McKinney's not trying too hard, it just flows like that. Listen, this is just the kind of town where the brick sidewalks and the front porches, they still matter, but so do the art festivals, the wine walks, and those patios with heaters for the fake Texas winters, guys. You've also got Oktoberfest over in the fall here, dog parades in the spring, and if you blink too slow, guys, you'll miss someone launching a new brewery or a boutique. And if you guys go and check out Tup's Brewery, guys, they leveled up big time, right? They literally took over the Mill District over there. They turned it into this industrial cool hangout spot that feels like Austin's fun cousin who finally settled down and had some kids. And then when the city noise gets too loud, you've got spots like Irwin and Town Lake Park ready to let you breathe a little bit, right? Trails, fishing, even a little mountain biking if you're feeling bold enough, or at least just if you want to pretend that you are, right? McKinney's really that perfect mix of relaxed and plugged in, right? Like, it lets you slow down without making you feel stuck in the mud. There's like a quiet vibrancy to it, right? Fast paced when you want it, but you're the one in control of the knob. And if this is starting to sound like this is your speed, listen, we want to be your real estate team of choice down here. If this is your first time to the channel, I'm Mark with the Dallas Relocation Guide. I'm your realtor here in the DFW. DFW, and we help people buy, sell, and relocate right here to the Dallas Metroplex, guys. No one is out here, boots on the ground, showing you things that you need to see before you make this big life jump. So if you're thinking about making a move, guys, feel free, reach out. All of our contact info's down in the description below and pinned to the top of the chat. Now, this is where McKinney really flipped the script, guys. If you want home options, this isn't just some copy-paste type of suburb with 6 floor plans, 3 exterior choices, and that one over-nosy neighbor invading your personal space, right? McKinney's housing game is like a Spotify playlist on shuffle, right? You're gonna get a little bit of everything, and somehow it still hits hard. Listen, you've got the charming historic craftsman homes with front porches that practically beg for rocking chairs and sweet tea. I want you to think HGTV meets Southern charm with your grandma out front in a rocking chair, right? Then you've got the master plan heavy hitters, right? Stonebridge Ranch is all about the lakes, trails, and golf courses with homes that make you feel like you've leveled up in life without needing to say it out loud. A little bit farther north, Trinity Falls brings that community feel, right? With the new builds, the walking trails, the splash pads, and neighbors who actually wave at you and invite you over for dinner. And listen, if you want something that's fresh off the lot, right? Painted Tree is coming in hot with new home smell and a ton of buzz, right? Big builder energy with designs that don't feel like your cousin's house in Plano. But whether you're looking for a move-in ready modern farmhouse, a mid-century fixer-upper, or something with room for your in-laws and your deep freezer, McKinney's got a pocket for that, right? And the prices, they're gonna vary out here, of course, right? You get starter homes, luxury builds, and everything in between. There's really gonna be an array for every single budget, but the real win, guys, you're buying into a place that still has major upside. It still has the room to grow, but it's established in its own right, and you don't need to squint just to see the value over here. But yeah, let me know in the comments what's your style. Do you want the give me brand new everything, or do you lean a little bit more towards something with history, soul, and maybe a squeaky floorboard on your way to the kitchen? Paint me like a perfect Saturday within 15 minutes of home from where you're at now. What does that look like? Is it, you know, where you going to eat? Where you going to shop? Where you getting outside at?
Perfect Saturday, which is today. Pretty weather, nice weather. We woke up this morning, man. My son's in sports, and we have access to be able to work out in different areas outdoors. We're actually leaving here and going over to the Adriatic Village area.
Yep, I'm shooting that today. You'll see that today.
We're going over there to hit the hills, run around, some pretty scenery. We get done with that, man. We'll probably have some eateries over here where we are. Mykonos, this little area is nice to have that. I actually also work downtown McKinney.
Oh, do you?
I work downtown McKinney. That's a nice little small downtown feel.
It's got a lot of charm over there too. I think they still got the cobblestone over there, they have bricks and whatnot. See, it's got that nice small town feel. Okay, they do.
First, I'm going to go to the farmer's market.
Okay, farmer's market, okay.
That is a must for me.
Yeah.
It's just, that is my jam right there. The farmer's market is amazing. So I'll go to the farmer's market, and then typically we'll walk around the square, get some coffee, do something like that, and then maybe, I don't know, might hit an estate sale or something.
Okay.
But typically every Saturday or every other, I go to the farmer's market.
Farmer's market, okay, so that's like a ritual for you then.
Ritual.
I like it, I like it.
Beautiful place to be.
Perfect Saturday. I would say I would go to either brunch or breakfast at Common Table, literally right here, right? If I had to pick something else, I'd probably go to Chicken and Pickle across the street, or I'd get some buddies, and there's a bunch of fields around here, so we probably go throw the football.
Throw the football, okay.
Then for lunch, I'll probably take me and my lady out over to Chop Shop.
Okay.
Yeah, they got nice menu, good burgers, good burgers.
Check that out for sure.
Yeah, and
I have multiple places. So here, sometimes I come here, over here to District 121, go eat over at the Common Table. Sometimes I may eat over at Morning Bliss, which is right off of Custer. I may go to First Watch, which is right off of Custer. I miss Walnut. I miss Black Walnut. It was right off of Stacy and Allen. I used to go there. I drive into Allen a lot because I literally just take one street, Stacy, and I run right into Allen.
You got the shops at
Allen Premier Outlet. So I do a lot of shopping there. And then also you have Fairview.
Okay.
So you have shopping over there, Fairview Village.
Definitely today we started off with a lovely morning with Pilates, Club Pilates. We're about to check out where to get something to eat, and the options are endless. We're thinking Broken Yolk or across the street that have, again, the area's endless, maybe some shopping later.
All right, now some might say the heartbeat of McKinney is in the schools, the parks, and the folks that keep this city moving, guys. I mean, first off, the schools here, they're definitely solid, right? McKinney ISD has a strong reputation, especially when it comes to that community involvement, all the extracurriculars, and those my kid made the honor roll stickers, even though we pretend not to care about it. And if you're looking into private or charter options, you've got choices without driving an hour across the Metroplex. Look, guys, no question, education's important, but so is burning off steam outdoors, and McKinney's parks go hard hard as well. You're gonna have Irwin Park that has trails for days, like bring your own hiking shoes and snack type of trails, guys. And then you have Town Lake right here that gives you the paddle boards and that fake fishing confidence, guys. And then if we talk about Bonnie Wink Park, they have the dog parks where your golden retriever might make more friends than you do. This isn't one of those suburbs where green space means like 2 trees and a sidewalk, right? McKinney carved out room to live outside. They carved out room for the kids to burn some energy and for families to throw some birthday parties that somehow turn into neighborhood potlucks. And then the people here, guys, it's a mix, right? You've got the young families, the old school Texans, the new school Texans, and the new to Texas Texans all trying to decode Buc-ee's, H-E-B, and the best place to be. But that one common thread that everybody loves is folks here just really look out for one another, right? It's big enough to breathe, but small enough that someone still says hi when you walk by, right? So yeah, it's not just the houses and restaurants and the cute downtown streets, guys. It's the rhythm of the roads, right? It's the trees and the breeze and how it feels when your kid's school has a festival on Friday, you hit the park on Saturday, and still have time for a grown-up brunch on Sunday. That's McKinney, Texas.
But when we were looking around, we didn't know the areas, so we didn't know where we wanted to live.
And that's kind of what the point of this channel is. So I'm helping people who are probably at that beginning stage with you all. They find my channel and they get insights like this. You know what I'm saying? That probably could have been helpful back.
Okay, yes. And so back then, none of this was developed. Like the infrastructure that you see today, like as far as 121, Stacy, wasn't the way it is now. So it was very rural type. It was there were subdivisions that were being built. So you had more subdivisions that was coming up, but you didn't have a lot of like storefronts, you know. Yeah. So again, it wasn't truly developed at that time. That was 20 years ago.
It's very social and outgoing, very lively, and it's very family oriented as well. So it's not like if you just see young adults, you'll see families around. I mean, definitely District 121, the hub, very family oriented, pet friendly, so it's a good area.
All right, now to some, McKinney might feel like its own little world, but it's still connected, right? You got US 75 running straight through the city like a main artery, and yeah, it gets congested at times, but not like 75 closer to downtown Dallas, right? That's a whole nother animal in and of itself. But look, let's not even lie to each other, guys. If you're trying to hit downtown Dallas during rush hour from up here, go ahead and queue up your favorite podcast. Scratch that, probably like 2 of your favorite podcasts, right? But when we're talking about off-peak hours, you're cruising down there in 40 to 45 minutes. Just don't hop in the HOV lane unless you have at least 2 passengers in the car, guys. The cops do not play. Take it from me so you can have a nice day. But look, if you're headed over DFW International Airport, you're looking at about 45 to 60 minutes, depending on the wind, the traffic, and whether Mercury's in the retrograde. But look, let's be real. If you're headed to the airport with less than an hour to spare, that's a you problem. Look, I'm big on time and being prompt, and being late, yeah, that's more like a convenience choice. The good news is you have Highway 121 on the south end that's cutting across Frisco, Plano, and Allen, and it's all within striking distance, right? I mean, those Costco runs, they're easy. I mean, Trader Joe's is technically not in McKinney, but close enough to claim it on your Instagram story. But here's the kicker, guys. When you actually live in McKinney, you're not actually leaving as much as you think you would, right? The whole point is that most of what you want is already here, right? Restaurants, grocery runs, festivals, live music, trails, schools. It's not a drive everywhere type of lifestyle. It's a live here type of lifestyle. So yeah, if you work in Dallas or hit the airport often, definitely plan your routes right. But if you're building a life here, McKinney's already got most of what you need. Now, if you really want to know what makes McKinney so different, you got to walk it like you're talking, because you won't get all of this from Googling the best things to do in McKinney, Texas. Not scrolling it, not yelping it, walking it. And when you do, you'll probably run into this, guys. One of the most creative neighborhoods that makes you forget you're in Texas altogether and has you wondering where the nearest gondola ride is, right? Listen, Adriatica was dreamed up by a developer who wanted to bring a slice of old world Europe to North Texas, right? It's specifically modeled off the Supter, a small fishing village off the coast of Croatia, right? That's why when you're walking around, you'll see stone buildings, clay rooftops, winding cobblestone style streets, and even a bell tower that looked like it was shipped over in pieces from the Adriatic Sea. Now, within this neighborhood, you've got a mix of luxury custom homes, brownstone style townhomes, and high-end condos, right? Some of the most popular areas are tucked along the waterfront over there by the lake, right? While the others are over in the heart of the square, guys. So depending on whether you want the views, walkability, or the privacy, there's a vibe for everybody, guys. But here's the real kicker, right? Adriatica isn't just houses. It's restaurants, it's boutique shopping, event spaces, and a lifestyle that's basically unmatched anywhere else in the Dallas suburbs, guys. You got everything from coffee shops to wedding venues, all designed to give you that immersive European village experience without ever leaving Collin County. And yes, people actually come here just to hang out, right? Take photos and eat dinner, even if they don't live here. It's the kind of place you can go for a weekend experience or to just take photos and lie like you took a trip, because I know none of you actually do that.
It was the schools.
Okay.
It was the vibe. It was the community and the location.
And the location.
It was everything.
Everything.
I mean, there's other surrounding cities and towns that are great, but McKinney just has that unique feel to it that really drew me away from where I was to be here.
So I'm super excited to announce we just released our Reload Ready bundle. This is a bundle that gives you our knowledge of the Metroplex, the best areas, best food spots, best schools, and overall what to expect. And lastly, we're going to give you access to our preferred property list. This is when builders have inventory that they need to move. They call and give us first dibs. These are going to be those discounted properties you won't find on Realtor or Zillow.com. So if you want exclusive access, click the link below, become a part of our inner circle where we say less and pay less. Now, back to the video you were watching.
Now let's switch gears, because when you hit downtown square, guys, something just clicks. It's not polished and perfect like some designer lifestyle center, right? It's real, it's raw. You get the brick streets, old signage, shops where the owners still unlock the doors in the morning, right? This is the kind of place where you grab coffee and suddenly you're in a 3-minute conversation with a stranger about pie crusts or porch swings. But the best part, guys, it's not frozen in time, guys. This place is alive because there's so much movement going on. So you might wander into the Groovy Coop. It's a retro record shop that smells like vinyl and incense, and by the time you leave, you're somehow carrying a lava lamp, right? There's also an old school barber shop next to the modern salon, tucked behind a row of boutiques. Listen, this part of McKinney isn't just a downtown. It's the front porch of this city, right? It's where date nights, solo strolls, and Sunday mornings all feel at home. And the cool thing is, just outside of this square, guys, you got even more low-key gems, right? We're talking about mom and pop breakfast joints that doesn't just believe in small portions, right? You can have a candle shop that runs workshops in a back room, a random alleyway where someone's always setting up a food cart or hosting a jazz trio, or you might end up at a Bayou Jack's crushing crawfish while a guy with a guitar starts an impromptu blues set. You see, McKinney doesn't serve you the same curated suburban experience that everybody else is trying to push, right? It gives you something that you can only find here in this suburb, right? You're gonna get a little bit of grit, you're gonna get a little bit of heart, and a whole lot of character. So let me put it to you like this. McKinney isn't done, right? Not even close, guys. The bones are already solid, but what's really coming next is the question. It's really giving that next chapter type of energy, right? This city's pushing out massive infrastructure plans like new roads to support all this growth north of 380. The new elementary schools are going up in places like Painted Tree and Trinity Falls, and all the commercial developments that are sliding in to balance out the boom in all these rooftops. I mean, just take the Mill District, for instance, right? It's becoming an entire mixed-use destination, right? It's not just the Tubbs Brewery out here anymore. I want you to think breweries, food halls, green space, and creative office spaces, all walkable in a square, right? That's the whole next level that we're talking about. And McKinney isn't just building to say it's building, right? It's preserving the good stuff while expanding smart. Like, you're still gonna have the charm and community feel, but with modern infrastructure that doesn't leave you stuck in 2007. Plus, the city just crossed 220,000 residents, and it's still climbing, right? You've got thousands of homes coming online across communities like Painted Tree, North Creek, and more, right? But they're doing it with trails, parks, and the design in mind, not just bulldozers and beige boxes. This isn't growth for growth's sake, guys. It's McKinney stepping into its future without losing what made it special in the first place. So yeah, if you're trying to plant roots in a place with upside and identity, this is one of the last North Dallas suburbs where you can still catch that wave. I guess for folks maybe choosing McKinney over Frisco or Plano, what was it about? What was the it factor that McKinney has over those other areas?
McKinney is a little calmer. That's the word that comes to mind. It's just a little calmer compared to Frisco. Yes, especially with them building Universal, it's going to be very overcrowded.
More touristy.
Yes. And so McKinney, it's home. The people around it are local as well most of the time. And so it's really nice to relate to them, especially if they've been here years and they saw the growth. Yeah. So it's a lot more family oriented as well.
Sure.
So I like it. It's homey and welcoming.
Perfect. And then as far as like just demographic wise, what's the vibe out here? Like, is this a good, mix of people? What does that look like?
It's a good mixture, man. It's a good mixture. You got every demographic that I've seen they cater to. So I definitely think it reaches a broad range of human life where everybody will feel comfortable. For sure. Okay.
So is McKinney even gonna be your vibe, guys? Like, who is it really even for? And I can tell you from personal experience, this place isn't trying to be everything to everyone, right? And that's the best part about it, right? McKinney is perfect for people who want a little more story in their surroundings, folks who love that feeling of community but don't want to sacrifice the great food, the walkability, or the mix of all the old charm with the new energy. This is definitely gonna be for those front porch farmers market type of people, right? Let's go ride bikes to brunch type of folks, right? It's for families families who want the space to grow in solid schools, but also want their kids to grow up with some roots and not just retail. It's for the creatives, the hybrid workers, and the serial brunchers, right? People who like to be close enough to Dallas when they need it, but far enough to feel like they're actually escaped it. And honestly, it's for the people who are tired of feeling like it's just another unit in a development, right? McKinney gives you connection, right? It gives you identity and a place with a strong heartbeat. I mean, if you're craving something that feels grounded but is still going places, you might have just found your spot in McKinney, Texas. All right, so look guys, this isn't hype, right? You guys should know me better than that by now, right? This is real, it's down to earth, and yeah, the growth is wild, the homes are beautiful, but the reason people stay here is because this place makes you feel like you're a part of something, right? Whether you're starting fresh, upsizing, downsizing, or just dreaming of a community that actually feels like one, McKinney brings that and a bag of chips, right? And if any part of you is thinking, dang, this might be the one this time, guys, then it's probably time that we talk, right? We're never too busy to get you moved into your next chapter, right? My team and I are out here grinding, and we want to be your Dallas real estate team of choice. We know the neighborhoods, the back roads, the builders, and the great vibes. You name it, we've got it, right? So grab our contact info down in the description and let's start mapping out your move. And if you're not quite there yet, we get it, right? If you want more fire content, more deep dives, neighborhood tours, and the kind of real talk you won't find on Zillow from a realtor who's not trying to sell you something, then we created Netflix-style playlists and you can binge watch all those right here.